Okay, so DE themselves actually just mentioned about something called a story pack that they are thinking about potentially releasing. They mentioned it on the October dev stream. This past dev stream literally just happened a few hours before I'm recording this. Well, they want to potentially make it so Whispers of the Wall, since it has a requirement of the new war to access it, they want to make it so you can pay platinum and access the quest right away. That is the main thing they want to try. It's unclear at this time whether or not they want to apply it to everything. In fact, let's read what exactly they are saying. Let's pick out some parts from this. So you guys should see it on screen right now. Where we are right now, Whispers of the Wall, of course, had a prerequisite of the new war to access it for narrative and story reasons. While we remove grind barriers with every update to make the story streamlined and will continue this, players interested in accessing this new content day one must first complete 10 years of Warframe before they can dive in. This is a barrier to many people that we're trying to provide options around. Now, here's the thing. Before we continue, I would like to mention that I I don't know. I don't really think I mind. I think it's an option that they can choose to do or not to do. Now, my argument for this is because of the fact that my nephew wanted to play Warframe. He tried to get into it because one of his friends recommended it to him. Well, he got in and literally could not do any missions with any of his friends or anything. So he got bored and ended up leaving. I feel like if something like this was available, he could have got into the game right away and did some missions with his friends. But maybe that's just flawed logic. I'd love to know your opinions. But with that said, let's continue on. Our goals allow players to use platinum to buy a pack that unlocks and completes the replayable quests required to access Whispers in the Wall, either purchasing it themselves or receiving it as a gift from a friend so they can play together. Require Vor's prize to be complete, so there is a baseline of game understanding. So basically, they want to make it so you have to at least complete Vor's prize before you can do this. So you at least know how to play the game. And then provide value in the pack by giving gear that would be earned in the course of play so they are ready for content at a given level range, including Indo and mods in the conversation and all, because they're still talking about this internally at this time. Again, I don't necessarily think this is a bad idea. Now, they did say use platinum, so I'm curious as to how much it would cost platinum. If it's only like 50 platinum, each player gets 50 platinum to begin with. If it's something like 500 platinum, let's do the math, shall we? So, in the current market, 75 platinum with no coupon or anything is $5. So, we do 150 platinum, that's $10. 300 platinum would be $20. 450 platinum would be $30. So if they make it 500 platinum, you're talking somewhere around $33, $35. So let's round that to 40 after tax, depending on where you live. So $40 to be able to skip certain things. Like I said, they haven't set any price. That's just me throwing out some number, some possible number, just to keep it sort of even. They could go with more. They could go with 600. They could go with 100, 300. They could just not do it at all. But the fact that they made this whole feedback thing makes me think that they are truly consider doing it. So, yeah. Now, the final thing it says, why are we even exploring this? Warframe has had a decade of content to explore. This is a strength and a weakness. We treat this as a strength because we are prioritizing story content and quests that come after the new war. It is a weakness because it can be a time investment that turns people away. A core, you can use platinum to save time element is preserved in this approach. Okay, see, that's the thing. Here's the only downside I see of this. When I first joined Warframe years ago, I actually had a group of clanmates from Destiny 2 that actually came over to Warframe to try it out with me. We were a group, we were a clan. So they came over, they tried it with me. They saw the in-game market by itself doesn't even have as many things as it does now. But they saw the in-game market and then they were immediately like, this is pay to win. I can't do this. Closed the game and never opened it again. That is my only worry with this at all. I understand why a skip story would cost platinum because, I mean, it's a free-to-play business model. I understand why they would want a skip to story thing. But just because I understand it doesn't mean that it won't necessarily make Warframe look a little pay to win, even though it's not pay to win. In my opinion, the story pack, this particular pack, not pay to win in my opinion. You don't win anything. You get to pay to skip ahead a little bit from where you would be at the beginning. You get to pay to have the game play 10 years worth of content for you, basically. So, yeah, that is my consensus on what I think should be for that. I mean, I'd love to know your guys' feedback though, because I am an older player, so I'd love a new player's perspective on this. And yeah, if you made it this far in the video, feel free to subscribe. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.